Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, lived a lovely little girl who smiled throughout the day. Her name was Cinderella, and there was no child more joyful in the land. Then one day, her mother died, and Cinderella's father took her hand.
We will plant a tree, and whenever you are full of doubt and fear, bring your troubled heart beneath this tree, and Mother will be here.
Many years had come and gone, and Cinderella's father died. The broken-hearted child ran to her mother's tree and cried and cried. Her tears fell down upon the earth and made the tree to grow. And to this day, when she is sad, both tree and mother know.
Girls. So, Grace, the butcher was certainly chatty with you today.
He had pork on sale. Pork isn't all he was pitching.
The butcher's wife never goes hungry.
I'd rather starve. That will be the day.
Oh, just look at that hat. I simply must try it on. Oh, where is that girl? How long does it take to wrap a salmon? Cinderella! You wait here while we finish our shopping.
Yes, stepmother.
Have you ever seen a slower girl in your life? Who are you calling slow? Not you, stupid. Her. Oh. Hey, who are you calling stupid?
sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me.
I said first. Did so. Not so. Not.
So much squabbling, girls. Remember, restraint above all else. So, Joy,
Ow!
Master Boxhorn certainly gave you the hairy eyeball.
He's too short.
What he lacks in height, he makes up for in cash.
But you always said no girl should marry for money.
No, I said for money only, and that was when you were younger, dear.
Ow!
The sweetest sounds
I'll ever hear
are still inside my head.
The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me, waiting somewhere.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see you there. Please forgive me.
I do. I mean,
What's your name?
what's yours?
You know, I think names are overrated. I mean, what's in a name?
Exactly.
Well, it was nice bumping into you.
You're very kind.
I think everyone ought to be treated with kindness and respect.
His Royal Steward has brought you a declaration.
Gangway coming through. Come on, people. Moving to lose it. Look
Lionel,
lively. Huh. This has special importance to ye. Ahem. The prince is giving a ball.
What?
The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman.
Herman Gregory James is giving a ball.
Let me see one of those.
Well, imagine running into you here.
You're not gonna tell my mother, are you?
You know I've got your back, Your Highness. Read it and weep.
Every eligible young maiden in the kingdom is hereby commanded to attend for introduction to the prince. What's this all about?
Do I look like the social director?
Of course. I should have known. It has my mother written all over it.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermintrude, Guinevere Maisie, Margaret Anne is giving a ball.
I wonder what news he brings.
They spread the news from far and wide.
The prince is giving a ball.
They say he wants to find a
We
bride.
may find one at the ball.
If only he proposed to me. Why shouldn't he propose to me?
Just leave the hair and clothes to me.
The prince is giving a ball.
Cinderella, you take that salmon home and put it on ice before it stinks.
Yes, stepmother.
Now if you please, Your Majesty's request your finest silk.
And lace as white as milk.
I'll wear a gown of satin shade. Me, I'm in a pink brocade.
Surely you'll need a side of ham and lots of beef fillets.
Marbleized steaks, a rack of lamb.
And veal you raise to braise.
I wish I didn't like to eat. I wish I were demure and sweet.
Limburger cheese and gourmandise. Barrels, please make sure that it's holy too.
Pudding and pie and rum souffle, succulent chocolate rounds.
Green puffs you can chew away.
To gain some royal pounds.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Majesty has declared that all one requires is an invitation to the ball. Arrive in 1 week's time in suitably fashionable attire. The prince shall choose a woman to be his bride. That means anyone in the kingdom has a chance to be the queen.
Get away! What? No! 200 poppies, 400 roses, 800 lilies, 600 roses.
1,000 oranges, 2,000 plums.
Raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, gooseberry. Son of Her Majesty, Queen Upside Down Cake, chocolate and cheddar, and Charlotte and Maisie. Son of his caviar, make me million. Country lettuce, lollipop, Sydney.
Rick John is giving a ball. Come on, come
listen good. We have exactly 1 week until the ball, and I do not intend to waste this opportunity. You two will be the loveliest, most well-spoken, and vivacious maidens in all the land if it's the last thing I do. Am I understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. Just imagine the prince asking for my daughter's hand in marriage.
Which daughter is that, I wonder?
I'm younger and more appealing.
The oldest marries first. That's a wives' tale. Why do you think there's so many old wives running around?
Girls, don't start.
Mother, Cinderella simply refuses to close that door.
But I...
Hold your tongue and do as you're told. Now once and for all, close that door.
Have you ever seen a lazier girl in your life? Who are you calling lazy? You want a piece of me?
Enough already. Now sit, my daughters. We need to have a chat. Not you. I want to talk to my real daughters. You tend to that fire and serve us tea.
Yes, stepmother.
I want some crumpets with my tea. Like I don't crumpet, Cinderella.
Coming right up.
My darlings, I cannot stress strongly enough how imperative it is that you make a proper impression upon the prince. You know I will not be around forever to take care of you.
Why not? Yeah, where are you going?
What I mean to say is that I do not intend to spend the rest of my life slaving away in this house. Cinderella! The tea? I've devoted my entire life to your comfort and well-being, and is it asking too much that I spend my golden years in a cottage by the sea?
And leave us here? Alone?
Not alone, with husbands.
Oh.
You know it takes a certain amount of income to maintain our lifestyle, and the funds your stepfather left for us will not last forever, and money does not grow on trees.
I know that. It comes from the bank.
And how do you suppose it gets into the bank?
Well, the banker goes and gets it from, well, wherever it does grow, but not on trees.
Money doesn't grow anywhere. It's inherited. Which is precisely why I'm determined to see each of you married within the year. So it's either you make a proper impression upon the prince, or it's back to the butcher and Master Boxhorn. Am I understood?
Yes,
Mother. Good. Just imagine me, the mother of a princess. Now come along, girls. It's time for your beauty rest, and Lord knows you can use it.
Here you go. Fresh baked crumpets.
Not now, Cinderella. We're gonna go nap. Have dinner prepared when we awake. Smoke the salmon.
Bake the bread. Poach the pears.
And Cinderella, close that door!
Alone at last. It's all right. You can come out now. Shh, quiet. They're resting. Carlotta, will you be joining us? I have a surprise. Yes, for you too. Crumpets, if you please. There's enough for everyone. Now share. So, how was your day? Same old, huh? Yeah, me too. Cinderella, the packages. Cinderella, the tea. Cinderella, the door. How can 3 grown women be so helpless? Well, I guess that's what I get for letting him walk all over me. I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. No offense. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl, men go mad for love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta, I'm a queen in Peru, I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry, and I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I meet a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. Oh, you want me to read it to you? Well, all right. Every eligible young maiden in the kingdom is hereby commanded to attend for introduction to the prince. What? Every eligible young maiden. That means me. I'm going to the ball. I am in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with the prince, the king, and queen. And the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. But wait, I don't have anything to wear. Of course. My mother's dress. The night she met my father, he said she was the most beautiful girl he'd ever seen. I'll have to hem it in. Oh, maybe a gold sash. But, oh, it's perfect. La 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 la. Oh, how can I wait a whole week? I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
A fine father you are. You never worry about him.
What's wrong with him?
He isn't happy.
Of course he is. I'm sorry, Your Grace.
If he's happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, why should he get married?
Who will sew his pants? We'll just have to do away with the suit.
The suit's in perfect shape.
No one is questioning the shape that the suit is in, darling.
Mother, what is the meaning of this?
Doesn't anyone in this house knock?
Darling, we were just talking about you.
Your mother was talking. I was listening.
And where have you been in this costume?
Why wasn't I consulted about the ball that I'm supposedly giving?
Oh, you found out. Well, it was supposed to be a surprise birthday party. Well, surprise!
It's 3 months until my birthday. And since when does having a birthday party require the attendance of every eligible young maiden in the kingdom?
Well, you know those royal printers. They never get anything right.
Mom, I want it called off immediately.
But darling, it is impossible to cancel once you've got the ball rolling.
Then you can just count me out.
Your Highness? Look, Chris, we don't want to pressure you, but you do have certain obligations.
What your father is trying to say is that it's time to choose a bride, produce an heir. After all, someday soon this king will be yours.
Not that soon.
I long to hear the pitter-patter of little feet on the marble again.
I just want to find a bride for myself. In my own time. I guess I have this old-fashioned idea that I want to, fall in love before I get married. Like you two did.
And that's what we want for you too, son.
Of course it is, darling. Well, thank goodness we've got that all settled. Now I've prepared a short guest list for your approval.
You haven't heard a word I've said.
Family and close friends, darling. Terribly intimate.
Well, Your Majesties, Your Highness, if you please, I could not help overhearing, and, well, I probably shouldn't interfere.
Probably.
Well, anyways, let's say we can come to a royal compromise.
Compromise?
What do you think this is, a democracy?
What sort of compromise, Lionel?
Well, let's say you suck it on up and go along with the ball.
I am loving this idea so far.
And if you find the girl of your dreams, how great. Oh, but if you do not...
Lionel, you're brilliant. Okay, I'll do it. I'll go to the ball. But if I don't meet the right girl, you'll let me fall in love in my own time. No matter how long it takes? No interference, Dad?
Well, it does have a certain logic to it.
Of course, darling. If that's the way you want it, that's the way it shall be.
Thank you. Both.
You know, Chris, there's only one way to find the girl of your dreams.
What's that?
Dumb luck. Let's just hope it runs in the family.
Love you guys.
Sorry, I've got to finish the short guest list. Don't you worry, Your Majesties. He'll find the right girl at the ball. I can just feel it in my bones.
You will feel it in your bones if he doesn't.
Ow! Ooh.
Max, suppose he doesn't find the right girl at the ball. What then?
Then he'll find her somewhere else. Isn't that the way these things happen? Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone, but boys and girls like you and me we go on and on.
They walk on every village street. They walk on lanes where branches meet, and stars send down their blessings from the blue. They go through storms of doubt and fear, and so they go from year to year, believing in each other as we do.
Bravely marching forward two by two. Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and hymns and many things have their day and are gone, but boys and girls like you and me, we go on and
So, tell me, why did you disappear again this morning after I have begged you to?
I had a remarkable day. No one treated me like a prince. I was a normal person.
Well, you know what? Normal people, they're not all they're cracked up to be. I'm a normal person. Doesn't that tell you anything? Well, they're all out there wishing that they could be you.
They don't know what it's really like.
Look, you're rich. You live in a gorgeous palace, and you have every maiden in the land just throwing themselves at you. Is there something I'm not getting here?
I have no life of my own. Everything gets decided for me. I mean, you should know that better than anyone. Always hanging over me like a cloud. Everywhere I go, everything I do, get a life.
What? I've got a life. It's you. And I'm telling you, this disappearing act has got to stop. It is too dangerous.
I was careful.
Not you, me. I can't keep lying to your mother about where you are. Look, they've got laws against that. Come on. Now, let's slip into something a little less comfortable, please. Hideous. Ugh.
The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere.
The sweetest sound I'll ever hear are still inside my head.
The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see. And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me.
Waiting somewhere.
Is waiting somewhere.
Waiting somewhere.
you'll hear about it in tomorrow's news. I'm Lord Pinkleton, Royal Herald, reporting in the village. Back to you.
Tonight, my girls will be the envy of everyone at the ball.
Do you really think so, Mother? She said so, didn't she?
Why, our family has always been known for its fascinating women. Why, I might have married a prince myself if I'd had the advantages you had. If I had someone to push me like you girls do. Someone to sacrifice everything for me. So, Grace, what will you do to make an impression upon the prince?
You said to show him there's more to me than mere beauty, so I'm going to recite a poem.
Poetry? Boring.
It's not.
So
Not.
much squabbling, girls, such little time. For heaven's sakes, Grace, stop scratching yourself.
I can't help it. You know I get itchy when I'm nervous.
Poppycock. So, Joy, what will you do when you meet the prince?
I've been cultivating my naturally infectious laugh.
As if.
The prince's every witty remark will be met by peals of delighted laughter.
Joy, that's enough. Girl.
Oh! Ow! My jaw!
I beg you, whatever you do not snort at the prince.
Okay, I won't.
Remember, girls, the clever bride hides her flaws
Until
after the wedding.
Good.
So, what do you think?
Think of what, Cinderella?
My dress. For the ball.
The ball? You?
What's so funny? Every eligible maiden is commanded to attend.
I'll do the commanding around here. So tell me, Lady Cinderella, what will you do to capture the prince?
I won't try to capture him. I'll get to know him. Ask him about himself.
What? Fascinating. Take my advice, Cinderella, which I give with all of my heart. Know your place and be satisfied with it. And why, your place is right here.
You're gonna go to the royal palace in that funky old thing? Now that's funny.
Now, girls, there's no need to be mean. Why? Cinderella, I think your dress is sweet. It becomes you. It's just that, well, cheap cloth, Cinderella. Like what you're cut from.
This was my mother's dress. And it's beautiful.
Your mother was common. And so is that dress. So are you.
If my father were here...
But he's not! Is he?
I have as much right to go to the ball as they do.
Right? You have a right? When your father died, everyone said, throw out in the street. It's not like she's your real daughter anyways. But no, I've kept you on all these years, sacrificing for you at the expense of my own daughters. And this is the thanks I get.
Have you ever seen a more ungrateful girl in your life? Oh, who are you calling ungrateful? You work at my last good nerve.
Girls, I do not want you getting upset. Be a swan, Grace, be a swan. And shoulders back, Joy, and try to live up to your name. There's the coach, girls. This is our big moment. Do not fail me now. And remember, girls, restraint.
Above all else.
Good. Oh, Cinderella, the door. Good night, Cinderella.
Nothing I do is right. Oh, why do they hate me so much? I wish I could go to the ball. I do. I wish it with all my heart. Who are you?
I'm your fairy godmother, honey.
You?
Do you have a problem with that?
No. I mean, I just always thought that...
Let me guess. A tutu and fairy wings.
Well, yeah, sort of.
Been there, done that.
May I ask you something?
Within reason.
Why have you come? Is it because you've heard my wish?
Wishes! Fold-a-roll and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-foddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
You don't really believe that, do you? That my wishes are poppycock?
Why shouldn't I?
Well, whenever I dreamed of having a fairy godmother, I...
Dreams! De-roll and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
So my wishes are poppycock and I'm crazy for dreaming?
Pretty much.
Well, with a fairy godmother like that, who needs a stepmother?
Oh, you know what her problem is. She just can't handle how fabulous you are.
Fabulous? Me?
Those girls of hers can't hold a candle to you. And they know it. Jealousy. That's why they treat you as they do.
But they're my family. They're all I've got.
Oh, believe me, honey. This is not what your daddy had in mind for you when he remarried.
You talk like you knew him.
I did know him.
And Mother?
Very well.
Was she... My mother, I mean. Was she beautiful?
Well, people did seem to think so. But your mama never put much stock in beauty. The way you look isn't really something you can take credit or blame for, is it?
I wish I'd known her.
So does she, honey.
I've wished so hard.
Wishes again? Look, it may be true that everything starts with a wish, but it is what you do with a wish that counts.
So my wish to go to the ball?
Fold a roll in fiddly-dee. How would you get there? Oh, I suppose that one of these pumpkins is going to magically transform into your golden carriage.
Well, no.
And that these little white mice will be the horses to pull your magic carriage.
Of course not. That's impossible.
If you say so. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such folderol and fiddly-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Impossible.
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 But wait, if impossible things are happening every day, then why not my impossible wish? I wish I could go to the ball more than anything in the world. I wish it for every little girl who wanted to go to a dance and was told she couldn't. And I wish that all the kind hearts in the universe would put their heads together
Kind hearts put their heads together.
Oh, you know what I mean. I just want every good soul to hear my wish and know that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible, but wait, for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such folderol and fiddly-dee, of course, is impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and
Impossible.
fools who don't believe in sensible
Impossible.
and won't believe what sensible people say.
Folderol and fiddly-dee.
And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible
Things are happening every...
You know what? If impossible things are happening every day, then why not my impossible wish?
Why, of course.
You know, there's bound to be carriages coming by.
Why, of course there are.
I could catch a ride with one of them. And I could fix this dress and nothing flat. Oh, thank you.
Oh, Cinderella. Now that you're ready to take responsibility for your own destiny,
to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage, and four white mice are easily turned to horses. Such bold and fiddly-dee, of course, is quite possible
To the palace, Carlotta.
but the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Oh, I almost forgot shoes. Well, have a lovely night.
But aren't you coming?
Oh, honey, I've done so many of these dues. I couldn't possibly do another due.
But I'm afraid
Of what?
that I won't fit in, you know, with the other girls.
I was never big on fitting in. I always preferred to stand out.
But nothing in my life has prepared me for this. And what if my family recognizes me?
And yet everything in your life has led you to this moment. Look around, Cinderella. Your wish has been granted. Now get in there and do something with it. And as for your stepmother and stepsisters, that should do it.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, Cinderella, extremely important. You must leave the palace before the clock strikes 12.
Midnight? But all the other girls will be out late tonight.
Not you. The spell won't last forever.
But,
No more buts. Just be sure to leave before midnight.
okay, I will.
Oh, Cinderella, you're as beautiful tonight as your mother ever was.
Impossible things are happening every day.
lovely girls.
It looks like Chris is having a worse time than I am.
He'll find the one he's looking for tonight.
And if he doesn't?
Well then, it's gonna be a very long night.
Pardon me, your stewardship, but I'm sure you can help but notice my two beautiful daughters.
Hello. Please, madame, His Highness will dance with all the young ladies in due course.
Naturally, every mother's eager to see that her daughters dance with the prince, but what I want to know is, who has the pleasure of dancing with the steward?
Stewards do not dance.
Now, there's no need to be coy, Lionel. There's just a look in your eyes that says...
Please do not dance!
Now let's not pretend, Lionel. I can sense a certain something between us.
I wish something was between us. An entire continent!
Hey, excuse me? What's so funny?
Your Highness is so witty,
How would you know I haven't said anything?
So tell me, Lionel, when a girl marries a princess, that would make her a princess, right?
True.
So that would make her mother a royal...
Pain in the neck! Get out!
Good evening.
Hi there. Ships that pass in the night and speak to each other in passing on the ocean of life.
Excuse me?
That's poetry.
Oh. Do you have a rash?
Why would you ask that?
Because you're scratching yourself.
Ships that pass in the night. It's like you
Thank
and
you,
me.
miss, for the
You
distinct
speak to
pleasure
each
of your
other
company.
in passing on the ocean of life. It's like, water.
How much more of this are you going to put me through?
Why, darling, it's the shake of the evening.
Are you ready for the next round?
I guess. The sooner I can get through it, the sooner I can get out of here.
That's the spirit.
Madame, please.
No cutting, please.
Go back to the line. Thank you. Madame.
One at a time.
Madame. No. Get. Now.
Watch it. Hey, wait your
Back
turn,
off.
please, man. Hey, don't don't make me ask you now. Please.
Get off.
Your Highness, I'm sorry.
I wait in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver-flaked sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love appear to me? Will my love appear to me? May I have the pleasure of this dance?
I'd be delighted, Your Highness.
Like things are looking up.
Lionel, who's that captivating creature?
I don't know, but she sure looks fine.
Shall we join them, Your Majesty?
I'd be honored, Your Majesty.
Pardon me, but haven't we met before?
No, Your Highness.
Are you sure?
I think I'd remember meeting a prince.
Have you ever met someone and felt as if you'd known them forever?
Not until tonight.
10 minutes ago, I met you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. And I wanted to ring out the bells and to fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
May I?
Dad!
Darling, who is that enchanting creature?
That's what I was trying to find out before we were so rudely interrupted.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't really matter anyway. You told me yourself you weren't going to find the girl of your dreams tonight.
Okay, maybe I was wrong.
But more importantly,
You were right. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies.
I don't believe we've seen you before. Do we know your parents?
No, Your Majesty.
Well, then you'll have to introduce us.
Well, my father
Yes.
and my mother. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Would you excuse me?
Of course, my dear.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
charmed, Your Highness.
Couldn't help noticing that delightful girl you were dancing with.
That was my mother.
her, the one who's leaving.
Leaving? Would you excuse me? You're not leaving already, are you?
Well,
Look, I don't know what my father said to you, but...
No.
Then please, stay for one more dance. I know we haven't known each other very long, but how do you think it's going?
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured how do you do? And I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, he's the light of the stars in my eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and he's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again. May I ask you something? Within reason.
What brought you here tonight?
Well, it's kind of a long story. My family, they didn't want me to come. In fact, they don't even know I'm here.
I'm glad you are. Truth is, I almost didn't come myself.
Well, how could a prince not show up to his own ball?
Oh, don't you think it's all a little, I don't know, medieval? It's no secret my folks are anxious to marry me off and all, but the whole thing makes me feel like a prized bull or something.
Every eligible maiden vying to be your devoted servant forever and ever.
Servants I got, what I need is someone I can talk to.
It's beautiful out here.
Yes, it is. You're not like most girls, are you?
Not like the girls you meet, I suppose.
Actually, I don't meet very many girls. I lead a pretty sheltered life.
So do I.
Really? Every day the same old, same old?
Having no life of your own.
The same silly arguments?
Until you just want to run away and never come back.
Seems like we have a lot in common.
Oh. Well, I'm not too sure about that. After all, you don't really know me.
Oh, but I'd like to, and I want you to know me. Look, I know it's crazy and everything. We just met, but... Would you like to see the rest of the gardens?
I'd love to.
Get a good look at her? Only a glance. Did you hear what they were saying? Only a word or two. She must be a princess or something. Well, His Highness sure seemed to go for her. There's just no accounting for taste. Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A frail and fluffy beauty. Why did though everyone prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I could break a little arm. Oh, why would a fellow want girl like her. So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no wider than a swan's. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? She's a frothy little bubble with a furless little hair. And with very little trouble, I can pull on her hair. Ow! Ow! Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
And when it's just the three of us, we eat at a table that seats 42 people. It's insane.
Well, you certainly lead an interesting life.
It certainly has gotten a lot more interesting tonight. Isn't it strange how things happen? A girl I've never met before walks down a flight of stairs and nothing will ever be the same.
Do you believe in guardian angels?
Guardian angels?
You know, someone there kind of helping things along. Maybe someone from a long time ago who you thought left but who never really went away at all.
Does it explain why you're the most entrancing sight I'll ever see? Does it explain why I think and I've fallen in love with you? Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem? I guess it's not a good sign when you tell someone you love them and they don't respond.
I'm afraid that if I speak, I might wake up.
Are you dreaming that I'm about to kiss you?
Am I making believe I see you? A man too perfect to be really true. Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you?
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem? Are you really as wonderful as you?
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Wait! Don't go! Lionel, she's leaving!
She's leaving. Go that way.
What happened, Chris?
What did you say to her, darling?
I don't know. We were in the gardens and...
What the? Ooh.
An evening slipper. Made of glass. She must have dropped it when she ran out. I've got to find her.
Well, what's her name?
I don't know.
Where does she live?
I don't know.
Well, you certainly didn't get to know her very well.
I felt like I've known her since the moment I met her.
But you don't know anything about her.
I know that she's different than any other girl in the world.
Your Prince! Your Grace! Your Highness!
Where is she?
Wait. I am really out of shape. There are reports from the Eastern Road of a magnificent carriage, yet no one has seen it since. It's as if it has vanished, my prince.
All my life I've been searching for something. I hadn't know what, but tonight I found it in her.
But how can you be so sure?
Do I love her because she's beautiful?
Or is she beautiful because you love her?
Am I making believe I see in her a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want her because she's wonderful?
Or is she wonderful because you want her?
I can't lose her, not now.
It's all right, son. She's out there somewhere.
Lionel, we're going to search for the maiden whose foot fits this slipper. We'll try it on every maiden in the kingdom if we have to.
Who dances in glass slippers? Ouch. Ooh.
We'll leave it gone. Tell the stage master to prepare a coach.
You've got it, Your Highness. Also, am I the only person that has realized this pumpkin?
Do take it to the pantry, Lionel, before someone trips over it.
A glass slipper and a pumpkin. What a night.
Chris, we'll find her.
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
When the king got up and led the orchestra with a loaf of French bread, well, laugh, I thought I'd die.
Word up, best night of my life. Your life?
So, did you dance with the prince?
Only for like an hour or so.
An hour?
Why didn't you?
Of course I did. If you did. Well, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if the prince chose one of my daughters to be his bride.
It almost sounds too good to be true. So, did you know everyone?
Everyone who's anyone.
Except for some princess something or other who arrived late and left early.
A princess? Did she dance with the prince?
Well, I didn't notice.
Do you think he liked her?
What's with all the questions? Really, I feel positively interrogated.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to imagine what it must have been like. When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with a wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park, and below them is a row of not know these things are so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom and the room itself is floating on the air, you are suddenly confronted by His Highness, and you're frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid he'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating. Then you seem to hear him asking you to dance.
He is tall
And straight as a lance,
and his hair
is dark and wavy,
is on.
can melt you with a glance.
He can turn on girls and gravy. When you walk, he whirls you around and your feet never touch the floor.
And you can feel his hot breath on your neck.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet a prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you, while he whispers, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
A lovely night, a lovely night.
A finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven trembled above him. They danced when he whispered, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
La la, la 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 la.
You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Lovely night.
Lovely night.
Nonsense! Rubbish and drivel!
Yes?
It was nothing like that! You two, holding on to her every word. Go to your rooms, it's late! Let's go, girls! We're going up! And as for you, princess, get your head out of the clouds. Your father spoiled you rotten with impossible dreams and hopeless wishes that will never come true. You're a fool, Cinderella. I do not suffer fools gladly.
The stars in a hazy heaven trembled above me.
the Prince, His Royal Steward Lionel, and myself, Lord Wiggleton Royal, will travel the kingdom to see who fits the slipper. This is the biggest news cycle I have ever shouted. I'll be back at 11 with weather and sports.
Oh, let's give it a go.
I promise it'll fit. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, it will fit, I promise.
No!
I said it'll fit.
Well, it didn't. Ugh. Oh, one at a time.
I'm going first. Let's go first.
Quite rude.
Oh.
Oh, my.
I promise it.
No, it doesn't. Sorry. Ugh. Smells like cheese over here. Oh my, no. No, you are too young.
Too young. Leave us.
No.
Thank you. Good day.
No,
it has to fit. It has.
No.
Oh, sweet heavens. We already did you? Oh no. The slipper lives! Leave! Get out!
Leave.
It does not fit! Leave!
Lionel, this way.
Follow that bird! Follow the bird!
Dr. Fubright, the pharmacist.
Too flighty.
Master Greenfield, the grocer.
Too geeky.
Lord Hedgerow, the horticulturist.
Too hairy.
Girls, don't you think you're being a little bit too particular? Up to the eyes.
You want us to be happy, don't you?
Of course I do. Like any mother, I want you to have everything I didn't have. Ugh, how could that be this hour and unannounced?
It's the royal steward.
Ah! Cinderella! Fetch me my boa!
Cinderella, my guest! My jacket, Cinderella, my jacket! Why would he be
He's
here?
gonna call me adult. He's obviously smitten.
Oh,
Cinderella, get these buckets out of here!
Cinderella, this isn't my jacket!
It's inside out.
Ow! Oh! I'm inappropriate!
understand?
Yes, stepmother.
All right, girls. This is a lesson in how to greet a suitor. Watch and learn. Lionel.
Oh.
What a pleasant surprise. You were obviously intrigued by our little tete-a-tete at the ball.
Oh, madame, please, some restraint. Ow, my. Ow, ow.
Restraint above all.
Oh, my. Presenting His Royal Highness Prince Christopher.
Your Grace.
Ladies, I'm in search for the maiden whose foot fits this slipper.
She lost it at the ball.
Really? Why? I was just saying to my lovely daughter Joy just this very morning, why, where could your slipper have gone? Wasn't I, dear? Wasn't I, dear?
Oh,
This is my shoe. I know the shoe anywhere.
Of course you
Joy, Joy, allow me, please. Oh, what? May I take the pillow? I've got it.
It's gonna fit, okay?
And it does not fit. It doesn't fit. Oh, my,
Try this.
no. What?
This will work.
Oh, no. Joy? Joy, the shoe is made of glass. It does not stretch.
That's my shoe, sister.
Oh, no.
You know that.
I'll try it. Not
Here,
in the
your
job
Highness.
description.
Let me show you. Fits me like gloves. Well, you see, it fit me perfectly at the ball, but I had a little accident before you came. I tripped on a bucket, and now my toes all swollen up. I don't suppose you have the other shoe with you.
No, we don't.
What? All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Eagleton!
oh, sweet heavens, he's gone. So, are there any other women in this house?
Oh, yes. There is one more.
Oh, please no, please no.
Oh, no.
I meant to say younger women.
How much younger?
Well, younger than you.
Please, I beg you, take one of my daughters. I mean, Joy. She's charming elocution. Peter? Pepper. Peter, Pepper. She's very much smarter than she looks. And oh, that Grace. She's stronger than an ox. And cultured too. She can recite the Record Hesperus in 3 languages.
4 if you count pig line. Ude, icre, esperance, iliumle, atraque, longfenole,
Lady, please. It has been a long day.
esperance.
So for the last time, are there any other young women in this house?
Will you shut up? No. There are no other young women in this house.
I'm here.
What?
I'm sorry, stepmother, but I am here.
A scullery maid. A servant girl.
A chimney sweep.
Why?
Well, you certainly sound like a woman of many talents. Let's see.
Wait a minute. Didn't I run into you in the village about a week ago?
Yes. You helped me with my packages.
Well, it was right after I knocked him out of your arms.
You said that everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
You never did tell me your name.
It's Cinderella.
What a beautiful name. May I, Cinderella?
Oh, this can't be happening.
I have found her.
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream?
And so our journey comes to an end, but your Cinderella continues on. Grab a hold of your dreams and make them come true. Have faith and be kind. Now go and let your dreams guide you, and live happily ever after.